Hey, let's talk about dandelions for a minute. So, I'm sure you all know what a dandelion is, right? The bright yellow flowers that we see come out in the spring, and then they turn into balls of seeds that we love to pick and blow into the wind and make wishes. I personally love dandelions. They are part of my story because I drank a lot of dandelion tea when I was trying to get through chemotherapy and get over cancer. So let's talk about when a dandelion is not in bloom. How do you identify it? Probably a lot of you know that already, but let's talk about the shape of the leaves. So you can see this leaf is very jagged on the edge, almost toothed. We might call it toothed. And sometimes they're more dramatic than this one. In fact, in history, sometimes dandelion has been called lion tooth. You can kind of see why when you think about it that way. And so that's one way to remember what those leaves look like. However, they don't always look that way. You can see this one is smoother on the edge. It's just got a little bit of a wavy edge, really. Another way we know it's a dandelion is that the leaves are growing out of the center. And sometimes you have different plants that they will grow upward and then the leaves will come off of the stem. But with dandelions, they're all growing out of that center right close to the ground. And so that's another thing you can look for. Now, why are dandelions so cool? Well, one of my favorite reasons is because they really have the ability to help cleanse the liver. And we get a lot of toxins in our liver. And so, I mean, just because we live in this world, right? We breathe things in. There might be toxins because maybe we don't eat the best foods sometimes. And so our livers do a lot of things to help keep us healthy. And that starts with cleansing our bodies. But if we help to support our liver better, then it's going to be able to help support us better. Dandelion leaves are high in a lot of vitamins and minerals. Vitamins A, B, C, D, iron, which is one of the minerals, potassium, and I feel like there are more that I'm not thinking of right now. But those nutrients are all important for helping our bodies to be healthy. So, how can we use a dandelion? Well, you can pick them just like this and put them in your salad, believe it or not. The only thing is that you want to make sure that if you do that, that those leaves come from a place that hasn't been sprayed. Now, I know that my backyard hasn't been sprayed because we let the dandelions grow here on purpose. So if you know that they've not been sprayed, then you can definitely, okay, I'm not going to eat it on camera right now, but you can definitely put those in your salad. Other ways, I tend to pick the leaves and dry them and store them so that I can make them into an herbal tea, or we use them in our Amane products too. So then we use those dried ones to infuse into oils for different products. So that is some of how you can use the leaves. You can actually dig up the whole plant and chop the root up and kind of boil it, simmer it to make a drink out of it. That's a good way to get lots of nutrients, and maybe it's something that you'll enjoy. So there are lots of ways to use dandelions. There are a lot of benefits for dandelions. I've talked a little bit about one of my favorite benefits, but go read some more because dandelions are so cool. And the more I have read about dandelions over the years, the more things I've learned about how many ways they can support our bodies. So learn more about dandelions. I'm telling you, they're pretty cool.